Hi, my name is Julia, and the resource that I chose to research and share about today is the Disability Visibility Project, also known as DVP. The Disability Visibility Project is an online community and resource sharing about disability media and culture through podcasts, interviews, blog posts, events, presentations, and panels. The project also has many partnerships with organizations and activists, but primarily partner with StoryCorps. This organization shares many of the same values as DVP. StoryCorps is dedicated to creating, recording, and sharing stories through interviews. The project is founded and directed by Alice Wong. She is a disabled activist, writer, editor, and media maker. Some of the social justice goals that DVP has is to firstly encourage people to share about their personal stories and experiences. The organization believes that disabled narratives matter and that they should be heard. They encourage people with disabilities to go to storycorps.com and record their oral histories. These individuals also have the option of archiving their stories at the Library of Congress, which is pretty incredible. Secondly, they have the goal to educate people by building a platform for people to share, connect, and learn together as a community. Some examples of this is through their interviews, panels, and even a book circle that they have. They want to facilitate learning through hosting events and panels with activists and organizations who share similar goals to their own. In addition, the project wants to support the work of people with disabilities through social media by publishing their essays, reports, blog posts, and any relevant or current issues that are going on in society. Some of these topics include ableism, intersectionality, and politics. These are all through the perspective of disabled people. Lastly, DVP has a goal to partner and collaborate with many organizations and activists to gain a greater audience and to impact the lives of as many people as possible. Some of the campaigns that they support include Crip the Vote, Crip Lit, and Access is Love. Another organization that they partner with besides StoryCorps is DisabledWriters.com. From this resource, I have learned about how much diversity there is within this one single minority. There is a unique experience to listen and to read about hundreds of people's stories who have different disabilities and experiences from my own. I have also learned about a great resource that I can share with my family and friends to help spread awareness about the disability community and how we all can help. DVP is also a great resource to support teaching of social justice issues. It gives students a place to share their own experience and feel a sense of community and camaraderie with one another. In addition, the project helps spread awareness about people with disabilities and the struggles and discrimination they have to overcome. Um, this awareness is shared through many different outlets, but one is through a book that was written called Resistance and Hope Anthology that they support and recommend for people to read. Lastly, the website provides many different forms of multimedia that teachers can utilize within the classroom. This includes podcasts, blog posts, videos, and books. It allows students to pick and choose the way that they would like to learn, that they desire and believe would be the most effective for them. The Disability Visibility Project also brings many benefits to the classroom. Firstly, the project creates awareness about the disability community by allowing students to learn about many different experiences that people with disabilities have and how they can help. In addition, the website allows students' voices to be heard and encourage students with disabilities to share their own personal experiences and stories that they have had. Lastly, the project allows students to be empowered by diverse activists, and also these activists inspire students to make a difference and stand up for what is right. Some of the highlights of this project are that it shares a wide variety of experiences and perspectives and allows students to learn about different types of disabilities as well as both the positive and negative interactions that people with disabilities commonly experience. In addition, it is great that the project partners with many activists and organizations that are useful for their own audience to become aware of and learn from. This allows their audience to be educated um, about more issues, and for their education in total to be greatly enhanced by all the information that they are learning that is beyond just this one website. Lastly, this project enables people with disabilities to share their stories and make a difference within their own community. Many times, people in minorities feel alone and isolated, but this project and the website they have created allows people with disabilities to interact with one another and support each other no matter where they live or how old they are or what type of community they are in currently. Two pitfalls that I have come across in regards to this project is firstly how small of an audience they have thus far and how much of a growth they've seen within the past few years that they've had a presence on social media. On Instagram, they have about 53,000 followers, which is incredible and a great amount. However, the social media schedule that they have created is not supportive of growth. For example, their posts are very inconsistent. On some days, you'll see, after doing some research and looking at their Instagram page, I saw that on some days they had 4 to 5 posts being made, and on other days they would skip 2 to 3 weeks before a single post, and this is not great for enhancing the number of followers and getting and retaining the followers that they currently have. Another pitfall that I saw is that this is a great resource for people with disabilities. However, and how they can get involved and how they can interact with one another. However, there's not much information about how abled allies can get involved and make a difference as well. Besides donations that they encourage everyone to make, there's not many other suggestions being made about how these allies can help out the people that they care about, and make a difference as well. Some of my final thoughts is that the Disability Visibility Project is a great resource for people to be heard and feel like they are part of community. I also appreciate how it spreads awareness by using and sharing real life experiences and personal stories, which is an excellent way to create an emotional connection with the general public who might not be in this community or not know much about this community thus far. Lastly, I think it's extremely helpful that this project allows its audience to learn from similar resources that it advertises and allows them to continue their education on this topic beyond this single project. Some of the questions that I've created for the class to answer is first, what are some benefits that the Disability Visibility Project can bring to the classroom? Secondly, what are some solutions of how the Disability Visibility Project could improve upon? And third, how can people help support this project and assist with its growth? And here's my works cited page and where there's a link to the project and where I got all this information that I'm presenting on today. Thank you for listening. I enjoyed presenting.